Shovelware. It's what happens when you put shovel together with ware.
Is that like where, like W-E-H-E-R-E or W-E-apostrophe-R-E?
It could be any one of those.
W-A-R-E?
W-A-R-E.
Oh, the software term.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, Dave, is Nightmare Creatures 2, the game we're reviewing right now in the game room, was shoveled from the PlayStation over to the Dreamcast.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
With no modifications and no graphic enhancements whatsoever.
In fact, it's one of the worst looking Dreamcast games ever made.
It's not a bad game.
No.
It's
not.
a little upsetting.
You know how they say like graphics don't make the game, it's all about the gameplay? Well, that's half true. I have to agree with that. Because this game it's salvageable.
It's fun.
The graphics take away so much. Let's just check out the footage. You'll see what we're talking about. I'm being scared now. This game is scary.
Yeah, we had to really suck it up to play this one because we're queasy and we don't like violence in our video games.
Yes.
The game room, we're a bunch of pussies.
And this is me. This is the trial. They call it therapy, which is actually a really great idea.
It's funny.
Where basically you just you're put into a room with an axe and two bad guys, and you can just hack them up.
And here we're looking at the fantastic 1987 graphics. Really.
Good in television type stuff.
Yeah,
but this is total shovelware right here. Like I said, I mean, it's a PlayStation game that they just ported right over to the Dreamcast, forgetting that Dreamcast has
better
5 years of advancements in technology, sound, and everything that has to do with video games.
The sound is fantastic, but it's like you're hearing just like these great crunching sounds, splattering. I mean, it's got Rob Zombie's music, which kicks ass, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh look, Atari.
And sometimes when you're playing the game, some of the sound effects are really good, but some of them really suck. It's just the sound just is not balanced whatsoever.
Yeah, overall though, it's fun. It's definitely the rental. I mean, here we're just having a good time playing.
It's a fun game, just so you can hack things in the.
You only really utilize like 2 buttons,
right?
3 buttons. I mean, you're always on defense anyway. It's a very odd kind of fighting.
Blocking is key in this game.
You're just blocking until you get the right move, and there's not a whole lot of strategy.
It's a lot like the first one.
You just run around and kill people, and it's really bloody and just over the top, and it's that's what makes the game. It's fun. And then you have these fatalities where you get to behead people and you see their head kind of rolling around the floor.
And then afterwards you get to hack them.
Yeah,
just keep hacking. That's a nice touch to that. That's what's great in therapy is you cut their limbs off and you cut their head off and then you can keep on hacking them.
I got a point to make here. Check the wall. See how the blood splatters in the wall and kind of dribbles down? It doesn't stay.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Now, that was cool. You get these explosive rounds where you get to shoot them at monsters and they blow up into little bits. And you also get a flaming axe. And you also get this thing where you freeze them and then you chop them once and then they fall into bits.
Yep.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
It's got some good weapons. It's got dynamite. Unfortunately, you can't blow any monsters up with dynamite, but you do blow up things like this.
That's the kind of stuff we look for in games. Anybody or any monsters that get blown into chunks that kind of bounce around the ground.
It's pretty key.
That's good.
This is so much fun. But this is the pure definition of shovelware. Shovelware.
Not a whole lot of variety in the monster design either.
No, there's not a whole lot of variety in the levels either. It's all dark. It's all just a really dark game. And, it's just not very detailed.
If you're a dark, moody person.
That's where I get to freeze people and chop them in a little bit.
Oh, they kind of turn into ice or a glass sculpture and you just
Now, this is what I hate in every game, is when they try to do swimming. Swimming in video games never works. This is really cool.
I do like this part, though. This is really cool.
All right.
I like the character design of the main character in this game. He's definitely appealing.
This game would have been so much better if they'd taken advantage of the Dreamcast.
He looks kind of like Darkman. Like you got Liam Neeson. You got Liam Neeson here running around cutting people in half. The Game Room's opinion is quite possibly the most revered, respected, and important opinion on the entire planet. And our opinion on this game will make or break it. And you know what we say? It's okay.
It's average.
Eh.